Hey guys, welcome to my channel. Today we're going to be looking at 5 practice questions for the AWS Cloud Practitioner exam. We're going to look at a couple of questions, then we're going to get hands-on. So let's get into it. So you could write down you could write the answer for these questions somewhere, or you could just just mentally answer it if you want. But we'll go over it and then I'll reveal the answers right after. So first of all, which AWS service allows your EC2 compute capacity to automatically scale based on incoming traffic? Is it Amazon Macy, Amazon Lightsail, AWS CloudTrail, or AWS Auto Scaling? Which AWS service allows your EC2 compute capacity to automatically scale based on the incoming traffic? If you want to write down the answer, go ahead. Okay, now the second one. Company has web servers running on Amazon EC2 instances that access a RESTful API hosted on their on-premises data center. So what kind of architecture is the company using? Is it serverless architecture, platform as a service, software as a service, or hybrid architecture? What kind of architecture is the company using? Okay, now the next one. You need to host a new Microsoft SQL Server database in AWS for an urgent project. So which AWS services should you use to meet these requirements? Is it, you got to select two. Is it Amazon Relational Database Services, Amazon Aurora, Amazon EC2, Amazon Redshift, Amazon Aurora Backtrack? Which two services should you use to meet these requirements, to meet this requirement? Okay, the fourth one, which service should you use if there is a need to launch a customized self-hosted database which requires a scheduled shutdown every night to save on cost? Is it Amazon EC2 instance with an EBS volume, Amazon Redshift, Amazon EC2 instance with an instance store volume, or Amazon Dynamodb, which requires a scheduled shutdown every night to save on cost? Which service should you use? Okay, and finally, the last one. There is a requirement to launch a new database in AWS where the customer assumes the responsibility and management of a guest operating system. So including updates and security patches. So which of the following services should the customer use? Is it Amazon Aurora, Amazon EC2, Amazon DocumentDB, or Amazon DynamoDB? All right. Now I'm hoping you guys put in your answers, and now let's look at the let's confirm it. Okay, so the first one was AWS Auto Scaling, right? And this is because AWS Auto Scaling enables you to configure automatic scaling for an AWS resource, for AWS resources that basically are part of your application in a matter of minutes. And the AWS Auto Scaling Console provides a single user interface to use the automatic scaling features of multiple AWS services. And you could configure automatic scaling for individual resources or for whole applications. Okay, so the answer was AWS Auto Scaling. All right, the second one, company has web services running on Amazon EC2 instance that acts as a RESTful API hosted on their own premises. So this one, should be pretty simple on premises, and they're using the AWS servers, the web servers. Can be platform as a service because it's basically just you put it in your code, not software as a service for sure. It has to be hybrid because it's a combination of both. Enterprise environments are often they're a mix of cloud and on-premises data centers, and hybrid cloud architecture helps organizations integrate pretty much their on-premises and cloud operations to support a broad spectrum of use cases using a common set of cloud services. And so yeah, the answer is hybrid architecture. Now the next one. You need to host a new Microsoft SQL Server database in AWS for your urgent project. Which services should you use to meet the core requirements? So this one was Amazon Relational Database Services and Amazon EC2. And Amazon Web Services offer you a flexibility to basically run Microsoft SQL services for as much or as little time as you need, and select from a number of versions and editions, you know. And SQL servers on Amazon Elastic Compute Cloud and Amazon Elastic Block Storage gives you complete control over every setting, like just like when it's installed on premises. So Amazon Relational Database Services is a managed service that takes care of all the maintenance, backup, and patching for you. So Amazon Relational Database Services and Amazon EC2 are the answer for this one. All right, the fourth one. Which service should you use if there's a need to launch a customized self-hosted database, which requires a scheduled shutdown every night to save on cost? That would be Amazon EC2 instance with an EBS volume. That's because an EBS volume behaves like a raw, unformatted external block device that you can attach to a single instance, right? And the volume persists independently from the running life of an instance. And so after an EBS volume is attached to an instance, you can use it like any other physical hard drive, you know? And you can dynamically change the configuration of a volume attached to an instance. And EBS volumes can also be created as encrypted volumes using the Amazon EBS encryption feature, right? So the answer was Amazon EC2 instance with an EBS volume. Now, finally, the last one. The answer was Amazon EC2. This one was, pretty simple. Amazon Aurora could not be the answer because this is a fully managed service that automates time-consuming administration tasks like hardware provisioning, data setup, patching, backups, without any manual interventions from you. Amazon Document DB is incorrect because, just like Amazon Aurora, you don't need to handle or manage the guest operating systems of the service since it's already managed by AWS. Amazon Dynamodb, pretty much the same thing, this is also a fully managed database service, which means that you won't be able to manage the underlying guest operating system or applying the required updates and security patches. So the answer is Amazon EC2. So I hope you guys did good. I hope you guys got all of it right. And now let's get hands-on. So what we're gonna do here is we're gonna launch a virtual machine and look at the configurations and everything. So when you're at the platform, it should be right here, or you can just go to services. I have it. It was in my recent, but you can go to services, compute, EC2. You could get it. You can reach it that way. Just launch an instance. Okay, over here you choose the Amazon machine image type you want. They have the Amazon Linux one. They have Red Hat, Ubuntu, Microsoft. Whichever one you want. But what we're going to do is we're going to use the free tier Amazon Linux one. We're going to use this one. Just click select, and this is what type of instance type you want. You could have one that's very strong with CPU or has a lot of memory or both or whatever. But we're just going to use the free tier one. Next, we're going to look at the configurations. Choose the number of instances you want. You could choose 5, 8, 12, 13. We're just going to do one. And you could configure the network and IP and everything over here. The host name, DNS host name, whatever you want to do to it, IAM roles, etc., whatever you would like to change here or configure, you could just go ahead and do it. But we're going to keep everything pretty much same. Now we go to storage. It tells you the storage type of volume type, the size, etc. This is the tags. We want to add some tags. Really, we're not going to do anything. And over here we got the security groups. We already have a SSH TCP protocol one that's on port 22, and we're actually going to add a role. We're going to keep it custom TCP. We're going to give it. It's going to be on port 8080. We're going to choose anywhere as a source to basically allow anybody to be able to access it from anywhere. Okay, now we just review everything, make sure everything's good, you didn't miss anything. All right, once it's done, then you just launch it. If you don't have an existing keeper, you could create a new one and give it a name. gonna give it this name, and then you just download the key pair. And you're gonna use it. You're gonna be able to access it from your computer. Okay, so we're actually gonna do that in the next video, but it's good to keep this saved and put it under a folder. So we're gonna launch the instance. And there it is. Just click this right here to look at it, and there it is. There's the instance. Everything's good. Okay, so this is the instance. This is the instance. It's running. Everything's good. Now we'll give it a name. I'll give it Cloud Bakar Practice. Okay, we'll save that as the name, and that's pretty much it. That's how to launch an instance, get it going. Look at the configurations. Everything is good. And in the next video, we're gonna actually use it. So yeah, that's it. I think you wanna connect it. You could connect it right there. If you wanna stop it or anything, you stop the instance, reboot, terminate, whatever you want to do. And that's pretty much it. Thank you guys, and I'll see you guys in the next video.